What's going on, guys? This is Ryan with Outpost, and we have some news today. I didn't report on it yesterday. We had a Bounty in the Comics article come out, basically rumors that Rian Johnson was done. Now, we've heard these kind of things before, which is one of the reasons I didn't talk about it. John F. Trent wrote it, and he had some sources, but they were just rumors at the time. Now, today we have a very interesting article come down from CNET, and I got to thank Gary from Nerdrotic because he's the one that alerted me to this article. He made a video on it last night. I'm sure it's doing gangbusters. But headline right here: Star Wars movies are going on hiatus after The Rise of Skywalker. That's straight from the mouth of Disney CEO Bob Iger. Now, it's not some statement about Rian Johnson being let go or released or anything like that. But when we get into what this means, you'll see that that's, essentially through omission, that's what it's saying, is that there's no movies in the works right now. Not his trilogy, not anything else. No movies. But it's just kind of this lack of care that people seem to have for what's going on with Star Wars. I know there's a lot of excitement, a lot of buzz around The Mandalorian and what that could possibly mean for Disney Plus and everything like that, but we saw a couple articles like this come out. Knott's Berry Farm reports record attendance after Disneyland opened Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Right? So Disneyland saw a drop in attendance after the long-awaited debut of Galaxy's Edge, but New Star Wars Land didn't hurt the attendance of another theme park just down the road, Knott's Berry Farm. And then you have, Bob Iger tried to make some excuses, right? Disney says visits to U.S. theme parks are being deferred until Galaxy's Edge is complete. Come on, man, they're open. You guys did some grand opening for it. Like, you're supposed to try to get people there for it. No one's waiting. No one's holding off to go. So it's just this apathy that a lot of people are seeming to have. You look at the Star Wars toy sections when you go to toys or when you go to Walmart, Target, whatever, and you can see that people just don't care as much about this as they should, in my opinion. I mean, this is the sequel trilogy, the last part of the Skywalker saga. Why aren't more people excited about what's going on? So let's read this article. It's very short. The last 2 months of 2019 will belong to Star Wars. First comes The Mandalorian on Disney Plus, which comes out on Tuesday next week, I think. But then comes the big one, The Rise of Skywalker. But according to Bob Iger, speaking at a Disney earnings call, which is why all this stuff started coming out, he had a report to the shareholders, basically. After Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker in December, you can expect Star Wars feature films to go on hiatus. So there we go. The quote from Brent Lang. Disney CEO Bob Iger says Star Wars feature films will go into a hiatus following Rise of Skywalker. Says there will be lots of activity on the TV front, mentions 3 series in the works for Disney Plus. Now, I'm not exactly sure what they mean by in the works, because we know of 3 right now. We know The Mandalorian, the Kenobi series, and the Cassian Andor series, which everyone's really chomping at the bit for. I know a lot of people really want to see that Cassian Andor. Oh, yeah, nobody, right? Nobody wants to see that. But Kenobi series could be very interesting. I will say that. But according to Iger, Disney is thinking of Star Wars and Marvel as more than just film franchises. Star Wars especially is a franchise that can make money via theme parks, merchandising, and now as a TV property. And then it goes into, right here. In terms of recent news that makes sense, Benioff and Weiss movies were recently canceled. Their trilogy was reportedly set in post-Rise of Skywalker universe, but we've also heard some rumors about it being, Old Republic as well, so the details are a little iffy on that. So for the foreseeable future, you can expect to get your Star Wars fix on television shows like the upcoming Obi-Wan Kenobi series. And that's all. That's all this article is. Basically, really just talking about this one quote that came out of that earnings call. And it's sad when you think about it. It's sad when you think about Star Wars is in this state. In 2012, when Disney bought it, as an Expanded Universe fan, I was so excited because I thought that I was going to see some of my stories and the things that I'd been reading and so invested in come to life. And I was going to get to see that story continued. And then obviously 2014 happened. They took it away, decanonized it, rebranded it as Legends, and all that changed for me. And what could have been in my mind, I did a video about, what my idea for the sequel trilogy could have been. You can check that out. I'll leave one right here for you. But it's sad the state that we're in right now in Star Wars and the fact that so many people feel so apathetic towards it. In my opinion, that's how it feels. Maybe it is just an oversaturation thing. But I think it has a lot more to do with the quality of what they're putting out than the oversaturation. We've seen what Marvel can do. Marvel didn't oversaturate the market, putting 3 movies out in a calendar year. Like, that's not the problem here, guys. And I do think it's going to be a good thing for them to take a step back and maybe stop doing so much. What I think it's a good opportunity for is for fans of the Star Wars Expanded Universe to come back knocking. You know, we're going to put that billboard up right outside Lucasfilm that says, please continue the Star Wars Expanded Universe, now known as Legends. I think it's a great time to get more Expanded Universe content, more of that Star Wars content that's in a universe that we actually love and care about, at least for me. So we can have that as an alternate canon, like not canon, as an alternate timeline right alongside the new Disney Lucasfilm canon, because they're not going to be doing much, guys. They're going to be looking for projects to do. That's how I see it anyway. But let me know you guys' thoughts. Does this mean that Rian Johnson is finally fired? Like, that is what this tells me completely, that finally they're done with the Rian Johnson trilogy. They're not making any more movies. So when he made that quote about not having any idea about what was going on with his movies, it's because they're not being made. It's about as official as it can get without the direct quote from the horse's mouth. I do believe it at this point. So, looks like he's done. I want to know your thoughts. If you think that's true, if you think that Rian Johnson is finally gone at Lucasfilm, his trilogy is DOA. Make sure you subscribe, smash the like button, ring the bell for notifications, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching, everyone. And a special thank you to all my incredible patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to check me out on Twitter or Instagram, or send something to my P.O. box? All the links are in the description. Until next time, I'll talk to you guys later.